This is going to be a series of individual videos on testing of many do-it-yourself alcohol stoves that I built out of small clear lid containers. Cost anywhere from $1 to $2 each. I built a couple stainless steels around $7 each. This introduction part of the video will be included at the beginning of each stove video burn test. So skip ahead a little bit if you have already watched this portion of the video and want to get right to the burn testing. Each stove and video will be numbered and tested. Go to video number 1 if you want a basic description of the many stoves. I'll try to put all the specs in the description box of the video. What I'm going to test is the warm-up time, boil time, burnout time, water temperature, and surrounding air temperature. I'll also include the alcohol capacity of each stove, the size of the stove, and the various materials used, such as tin, aluminum, stainless steel. There'll be a jet type, a wick type using carbon felt right here, and that'll be to compare the different designs and materials. Each test will be done with the same aluminum pot. It has a 5-inch diameter bottom. I bought it at Walmart for a couple bucks. Well, I'll be using tap water. It's around 60 degrees, plus or minus 5 degrees. 2 cups of water, and there'll be a couple tests that I'll use 4 and 6 cups of water. Surrounding air temperature is in my garage. It's winter time in Iowa, but my garage is around 40 degrees, so it's a little cool. My water temperature thermometer is about 5 degrees low, so keep that in mind. And all the specs that I'm doing here is not exact. It'll be approximately. I have some extra materials to build other stoves, so if you have any suggestions or want me to try something different, please let me know and I'll do it. Let's get started with the testing. Okay, do-it-yourself alcohol stove number 9. These are called Deco condiment containers. They have a clear lid, same as all the others. You just punch out the plastic lid. Let's see if I can get up. Set of 3. They're stainless steel, so we're going to do a stainless steel alcohol stove. These will last forever. I bought these on Amazon. They were like $7.50 for 3 of them, I think. So they're a little more expensive than the others, but they'll last forever. You'll have to pay $7 shipping too, and I think that was $7. So I really paid about $14, but if you have Prime, Amazon Prime, you can get them for $7. Pretty cheap. It's the only place I've been able to find them. These will hold about 1. Here's the stove that I built. This particular one has some larger holes. They're about an 1/8 inch, and they're spaced an inch apart because I had a heck of a time drilling holes. It's hard to drill through stainless steel. I did find some other bits I'll show you on stove 10, but this was my first attempt. And what I used for this was the same as stove 8. For the inside, a piece of aluminum pipe 1/8 inch thick. That will fit through the center of this lid here. And also the moose can from the dollar store will fit through the center, so you get a nice tight seal. You might have to manipulate this lip a little bit to get it to fit, but you might have to bend it in a little to get it to fit. So let's get started with the stainless steel. get started with the test. Also, what I did on this is cut some slots in the top of this to allow it to breathe. These take a little longer to warm up because it's made out of stainless steel. This weighs about 3.5 ounces because of the thick aluminum. Okay, let's light her up. Start the time. See how long it takes to warm up. Like I said before, that stainless steel's pretty hard to drill. This was my first attempt. I used what's called a step bit. They don't heat up and break as easily as the other bits. That's what I used to drill through this particular one, but I did find some, they're cobalt bits that will drill through. You just got to be patient. I'll show you that on stove number 10, but we'll get this stove warmed up, get the jets going, and we have 2 cups of water at about 60 degrees. The temperature in the garage here is close to 40. Like I said before, this is stainless steel, so it'll last forever with heavy duty piece of aluminum down the middle. Now, don't forget to drill some slots on the bottom of the aluminum so the alcohol can run in between the 2 walls, aluminum and stainless steel. This could take a little while. I'm a little worried that 3/4 of an ounce denatured alcohol will get this water to boil. I built these more for boiling more water. Especially this one with the larger holes in it might burn it up pretty quick. If I blow on it lightly, I might be able to get the jets going. Nope, they're not even ready. So we'll see what happens with this stove. The stainless steel is a lot harder to work with. I haven't been able to find a piece of real thin stainless steel that would fit through the center of this. If somebody could find that, I think that would work great. Then you could have all stainless steel, but this thick aluminum will last forever too in this stove. It won't rust. We're up to 2 minutes already and it still hasn't warmed up. It's starting to jet out right now. We'll say at about 2 minutes 30 seconds. It's barely jetting out of them holes. 2 minutes 30 seconds, but we got to get this good and warm before we even attempt to set that pot on top. What you can do is kind of hold the pot over the top. See the jets coming now? And those slots I put in the top of the aluminum will help it keep burning. So we don't waste all that alcohol to get the water to boil. We'll put that, see if we can put it on yet. So at about 3 minutes we got the pot on. It's going to take it a while to get those jets warmed up though, to warm the bottom of that aluminum pot. We're still at 60 degrees. We'll turn it off. Let's see if them jets are going to keep going. It's hard to see the flames too, but we're already up to past 4 minutes. We'll shut her off for a little bit here and turn her back on. Okay, we're at 5 minutes. I'm going to turn the light off. You can barely see the flame. I think it's burning a little more efficient, so it's hard to see. See what that looks like. Yeah, now you can see the flames a little better. We're about an inch from the jets to the bottom of that aluminum pot. Our water temperature is 79 degrees at 5, almost coming to 6 minutes. We'll shut her down here for a little bit. Hopefully we can get this to a boil. We'll come back at about 7 or 8 minutes. Alright, we're at 8 minutes. Water temperature is 97 degrees. It's burning pretty slow, but it's burning pretty efficient. Not a very big flame. Stove number 10 that I'm going to do next will be the same stainless steel, but it'll have smaller holes and a thinner piece of aluminum in the center, so we'll see how that compares to this one. Smaller holes, and they're spaced 1/2 inch apart like all the other stoves. We'll come back. We're about 106, so we'll come back at 10 minutes if it's still going. Alright, we're at 10 minutes. Temperature's only 120 degrees, so this is more of a kind of a simmering type of an alcohol stove again. It's just a low flame. You can barely see the flame unless I turn the light out. We'll see how long, if we can get this to a boil. Again, I built these more for larger quantities of water. This will hold up 1.5 ounces before it starts coming out the jet holes. I'll put all the specs to all of these stoves down in the description, so it'll give them more detailed specifications on the size, quantity of holes, size of holes. We're at 11 minutes and we're only at 135 degrees, so I'm going to turn it off and come back in a little bit. Alright, it's been 13 minutes. I want to turn it back on. As you can see, the flame's built up a little bit better. It's heating up. It's up to 170 water temperature. So this is a good simmering type alcohol stove if you just want to keep something warm. It's made out of stainless steel, so it's going to last forever. It's starting to hiss. We need to get to 205 for boiling. This thermometer's off about 5 to 8 degrees. The water temperature thermometer. It's hissing pretty good now. Sounds like we're going to get to boiling before it runs out. 3/4 of an ounce denatured alcohol, 14 minutes. $192. $199 degrees, about 15 minutes, and it looks like it's going out. We're up to 200. It didn't quite reach boiling. The water quit sizzling, so it's still barely going. We'll call it out at 15 minutes. out at 15 minutes and no boil. I think if we put an ounce in this stove, you could get it to a boil. But we'll go ahead and do the next test on stove number 10. It's built a little differently. Hopefully we can get that to boil. Thanks for watching, everyone.